15 Buddhist Lessons for a Peaceful and Happy Life. Life is like a passing wind carrying worries and pressures that sometimes make our hearts waver. At the age of 40, 50, or 70, we often crave a small corner of peace in the midst of the hustle and bustle of life. Buddhist wisdom, like sunlight through the leaves, brings 15 simple lessons, mindfulness, compassion, and letting go to soothe the soul. With Buddhist teachings, we will walk on the path of finding a smile, living lightly, and spreading love to those around us. This journey is a gift for your heart. Are you ready to explore so that every day is full of meaning? Life is like a passing wind, carrying worries and pressures that sometimes make our hearts waver. At the age of 40, 50, or 70, we often crave a small corner of peace in the midst of the hustle and bustle of life. Buddhist wisdom, like sunlight through the leaves, brings 15 simple lessons, mindfulness, compassion, letting go to soothe the soul. With Buddhist teachings, we will walk on the path to find our smile again, live lightly, and spread love to those around us. This journey is a gift for your heart, ready to explore so that each day is full of meaning. Lesson 1, let go. Clinging like clouds floating across the sky. Clinging is like trying to hold a handful of sand in your hand. The tighter you hold, the more the sand falls. Have you ever held on to a pain, a desire, or a relationship that has faded only to find your heart heavier? Buddhism teaches that clinging is the rope that binds the soul, leading us into a spiral of suffering. Letting go is to set the heart free like clouds gently floating across the blue sky. Think about a time when you stubbornly held on to an unfulfilled promise or a dream that is no longer relevant. When you let it go, does it make you feel lighter in life when you worry about money or family? Remember that everything is like a cloud, it comes and goes. Letting go is a gift you give yourself to let your soul breathe. Write down something you are holding on to, a worry, a resentment. Imagine letting it drift away like a cloud in the sky. Take a deep breath and feel the peace. Lesson 2. Clearing ignorance, the moonlight illuminates the soul. Ignorance is the fog that covers the mind, making us chase after fame, money, or recognition, thinking that it is happiness. Have you ever achieved a big goal, but then felt empty? Buddhism teaches that ignorance is the root of suffering, and wisdom is the full moon, illuminating the path to peace. Imagine you are lost in a deep forest, unable to see the way out because of the lack of light. When you realize that true happiness lies in kindness and gratitude, everything becomes clear. In life, when you compare yourself to others, stop and ask yourself, what truly makes me happy? Dispelling ignorance is the journey to find the light within yourself. Take 5 minutes to sit quietly and ask yourself, what am I chasing? Write down and choose one inner value to nurture today. Lesson 3. Mindful living, the gem in every moment. Mindfulness is the art of living fully in the present, like watching a drop of dew glisten on a leaf. Have you ever had a meal and your mind wandered, worrying about tomorrow? Buddhism teaches that mindfulness helps you find peace in simple things, a breath, a glance, or a bowl of fragrant tea. Think about a morning when you watch the sunrise, feeling the warmth of the sun. That is mindfulness, living each moment without judgment. In a busy life, when you are caught up in worries, mindfulness is the way back, like a traveler finding an old home. It deepens the moments with your children and friends. When eating breakfast, focus on the flavors, textures, and sensations. Take a deep breath and say, I am here. Feel the simple joy spreading. Lesson 4. Spreading compassion, a cool stream in the heart. Compassion is a cool stream that soothes your own pain and that of others. Have you ever been angry with a loved one only to realize that they are also carrying wounds? Buddhism teaches that compassion not only heals others, but also opens your heart like a flower blooming in the morning sun. Imagine you encounter a difficult neighbor. Instead of getting angry, try smiling and asking, are they okay today? A small gesture can melt the ice between two people. In life, compassion helps you turn conflict into an opportunity for connection, like a stream flowing into the ocean. Try compassion meditation. Sit still, breathe, and send a wish. May everyone be well. May I be well. Feel your heart soften. Lesson 5. Overcoming laziness, sowing seeds in the field of the soul. Laziness is a cloud that covers the path of awakening, causing us to delay taking care of our souls. Have you ever promised to meditate, pray, or talk to a loved one but then let the time slip away? Buddhism teaches that laziness is a wall that separates us from happiness, and each small step is a seed sown in the field of the soul. Think about a day when you put off something important and then felt regret. Overcoming laziness is choosing to take action, whether it's 5 minutes of meditation or a word of thanks. In life, when you feel stagnant, start small like a farmer sowing seeds in the morning sun. Choose a small task you've been putting off, like writing a diary. Do it today and tell yourself, each step brings me closer to serenity. Lesson 6. Freedom from jealousy. Joy in the happiness of others. Jealousy is a cold wind that shrinks our souls, makes us compare and forget our own worth. Have you ever seen someone succeed and felt your heart sink? Buddhism teaches that jealousy is a bondage, and true joy comes when we rejoice for others, like flowers blooming together in a garden. Imagine congratulating a friend on a promotion and feel your heart lighten. In life, when jealousy arises, look at the things you cherish about yourself, like looking at a flower without comparison. To be free from jealousy is to open the door of your heart to let in the sunshine of love. When you see someone succeed, say, "I am happy for them." Write down 3 things you love about yourself, like sowing the seeds of confidence. Lesson 7. Extinguish anger. Keep your heart like calm water. Anger is a fire that burns the soul, robbing you of peace. Have you ever gotten angry over a careless word, then regretted hurting someone? Buddhism teaches that anger is like holding a hot coal. Only you get hurt. Keeping your heart like a calm lake, no matter what storms come, is the way to find peace. Think about a time when you were able to stay calm in the face of conflict. Did your heart feel lighter? In life, when someone makes you angry, stop, breathe, and ask yourself, do I need to let anger guide me? Extinguishing anger is a gift you give to your soul, like the cool moonlight in the night. When you are angry, count from 1 to 5, take a deep breath. Say to yourself, I choose peace. Feel the anger fade away like clouds drifting across the sky. Lesson 8. Cultivating gratitude, light in dark days. Gratitude, the candle that lights up your soul, helps you find joy even when life is full of challenges. Have you ever been grateful for a simple meal or a greeting from a stranger? Buddhism teaches that gratitude transforms suffering like sunlight, dispelling fog, bringing serenity in the midst of worry. Think about a day when you are tired, but a small thing like a child's smile warms your heart. In life, when the pressure of work or family is heavy, gratitude reminds you of the good things that still exist, like hidden gems in the ground. Every night, write down 3 things you are grateful for, even if they are as small as a cool breeze. Feel your heart light up like a candle in the dark. Lesson 9. Accept impermanence, like leaves falling on a river. Impermanence reminds us that everything, joy, sadness, worries, are fleeting, like leaves falling on a river. Have you ever suffered from loss, but then found that time gradually healed? Buddhism teaches that accepting impermanence is the key to liberation, helping you live lightly like a tree bending in the wind. Imagine yourself standing by a river, watching the leaves drift by. Difficulties in life are the same, they come and go. In life, when you face pressure, remember that everything is temporary. Accepting impermanence is the way to let yourself go, like leaves gently drifting along the water. When you worry, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Take a deep breath. Imagine your worries like leaves drifting away. Feel the serenity return. Lesson 10. Live, truly a lamp that does not shake in the wind. Authenticity, the light from the heart, helps us to be true to ourselves. Have you ever said something that was not true only to feel uneasy? Buddhism teaches that being authentic is living true to your values and emotions, like a lamp standing firm in the wind, bringing peace and connection. Think of a time when you shared honestly with a loved one and the relationship became deeper. In life, when you face difficult situations, being authentic helps you to stay calm, like a lake reflecting the stars. It also inspires others to be authentic. Today, say something truthful to someone like, "I really like you." Feel the freedom when your heart is no longer burdened. Lesson 11. Free from greed, resting on the shore of the soul stream. Greed is the wave that sweeps us into endless desire, wanting more success, more love. Have you ever run after something only to find yourself empty inside? Buddhism teaches that desire is a bondage, and to be free of it is to rest by the cool spring of the soul. Think about a time when you refused to chase after a desire, like not buying a luxury item. Did your heart feel lighter? In life, when desire arises, stop and ask yourself, what do I need to be truly happy? Being free of desire is how you keep your mind free, like a bird flying in the blue sky. When you want something, stop and ask yourself, is this necessary? Choose a simple action like looking at a flower to feel full. Lesson 12. Cultivating mindfulness, the wind that dispels the clouds. Mindfulness is the ability to see clearly the nature of things, like the wind that clears the clouds in the mind. Have you ever been caught up in negative thoughts only to realize they were just passing clouds? Buddhism teaches that mindfulness helps us see impermanence and suffering, and thereby find deep peace. Imagine yourself as a painter painting each stroke of your mind. In life, when anxiety or sadness comes, mindfulness helps you stop, observe your emotions, and realize that they are not permanent. It is like a cool breeze clearing the dark clouds in your heart. Spend 5 minutes meditating, focusing on your breathing. When thoughts come, just observe them, like watching the clouds drift by. Feel your soul become clearer. Lesson 13. Live humbly like a lotus petal without arrogance. Arrogance is a veil that obscures connection, making us feel lonely even when standing in a crowd. Have you ever thought you were better than others, then realized that it made you distant? Buddhism teaches that humility is living like a lotus petal, beautiful yet simple, close yet unpretentious. Think of a friend who values sincerity, not showing off. In life, when conflict or rivalry arises, humility helps you listen and learn, like water flowing softly over rocks. It brings harmony and mutual respect. In a conversation, listen more and judge less. Ask yourself, what can I learn from them? Feel your heart lighten. Lesson 14. Be at one with nature. Your soul is like a tree by a stream. Nature is a gentle teacher, teaching us about impermanence and harmony. Have you ever felt your heart soften when you hear the rustling of leaves or watch a river flow quietly? Buddhism encourages us to be at one with nature, to nourish our souls like a tree, drinking water from a cool stream. Imagine yourself sitting under a tree, feeling the breath of the earth and sky. In a busy life, when worries exhaust you, nature is a place for you to return to, like a child finding his mother's arms. Being at one with nature helps you regain balance, like the moonlight blending with the night. Take 10 minutes to walk outside, paying attention to the wind, the trees, or the sunlight. Breathe and say, I am in harmony with the earth and sky. Feel the peace. Lesson 14. Take care of your spirit. Sow seeds of peace every day. Spiritual care is the journey of sowing seeds in the field of the soul so that peace can sprout. Have you ever neglected meditation or contemplation and found your heart dry? Buddhism teaches that the spirit is a fire that needs to be nurtured, and every small action, such as meditation, writing a diary, is the fuel that keeps the fire burning. Think about a time when you spent time in silence and felt your heart clear. In life, when worries take up all your time, spiritual care helps you reconnect with yourself, like flowers blooming in the sunlight. It is a gift you give to your soul every day. 15 Buddhist lessons, like sparkling dewdrops on lotus petals, have opened the path to overcome worries and anxiety so that you can find peace in your soul. Letting go, mindfulness, compassion, impermanence are not just teachings, but are the light that guides you through the darkness, the wind that brings your soul to the shore of happiness. If you hesitate, the burdens of life can obscure your smile. Subscribe to Buddhist teachings on YouTube today to sow the seeds of wisdom with us, turning each day into a journey of love. Are you ready to light up your heart like a flame burning in the dark night?